Hello friends, so today we are going to see the topic of pyrosequencing. Pyrosequencing is nothing but an DNA sequencing technique. So to start with, the exact definition of sequencing, what do you mean by sequencing? Sequencing is nothing but a process where we exactly understand or analyze the exact position of nucleotides in an DNA sample. Now these nucleotides are nothing but your adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, to understand where they are situated in the whole genome. Now this sequencing technique involves various methods for detection. For initially there were two scientists named as Maxim and Gilbert who have introduced their method of sequencing. Then after that we have Sanger's dideoxy chain termination method, which is one of the most commonly used method. Then automated DNA sequencing method and pyrosequencing. These are some of the sequencing techniques which are commonly been used for the analysis or to study the exact arrangement of the DNA sample. So to understand this pyrosequencing, initially you should know on what basis this technique is being run. So pyrosequencing method is based on sequencing by synthesis. This process involves four types of enzyme which are used to detect the nucleotide position. This method is an luminometric detection method where the pyrophosphate which is released in the reaction is being calculated in the form of light emission, which is emitting light, and that is been detected by the detector. This process is comparatively very feasible, flexible, accurate, and very much easily automated as compared to other method. This pyrosequencing method was uh, discovered, or we can say initially been tried in the Royal Institute of Technology, UK, and this pyrosequencing method was a good alternative for the Sanger's method. So we will see the exact reaction, what exactly happens in this process. So in the sequencing reaction, initially you require certain DNA sample which has to be sequenced, means this becomes your sample, and to this sample you have to add the DNTPs. DNTPs are nothing but the dinucleotide triphosphate. Now these DNTPs are very specific. We have 4 nucleotides, and for the sequencing purpose we need to make complementary strands. So for that making of complementary strand you have to add that DNTPs. Now these can be DATP, TTP, CTP or GTP. They stand for adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. After addition of this DNTPs to the template, there will be emission of light which will be detected by the detector. This is just the basic idea of this pyrosequencing. Now you will see the exact reaction, what exactly happens. This sample which has to be sequenced, means your template DNA, whenever it is interacting with the DNTPs, addition of DNTPs, it is going to release one pyrophosphate, means addition of one DNTP to the template is going to release the pyrophosphate group. This release of pyrophosphate is being utilized in the formation of ATP by ATP sulfurylase enzyme. This ATP further is going to emit light by the enzyme luciferase. Now this luciferase enzyme is the one which is responsible for emission of light in the fireflies. This luciferase enzyme utilizes luciferin and oxygen as its substrate, and it produces oxyluciferin. Along with that, it is going to emit certain light. Now this light is going to get emitted, and which is going to get analyzed by the detector. This is just the basic idea of the technique. Now as we know, there is going to be addition of DNTPs and light production will be there. So now there comes a question, which type of DNTP is added and which one is going to give you the light. So for that reason, now this reaction can be carried out in a flow cell where you can add different types of nucleotides in different cells, and initially you can identify them in each sample individually. So this is nothing but a picotiter plate where you can keep your samples, DNA samples, and to that samples you add certain enzymes, buffers, and after that you can see the emission of light. If GTP is added to that template, if it is complementary, it will emit light. The high amount of nucleotide triphosphate you are adding, the more amount of emission of light would be there, which can be detected by the detector. This is just the reaction. Now there may be possibility that this whole process may have some unutilized DNTPs in it. So for that reason, there is one enzyme, a pyrase enzyme, which is going to utilize that unused DNTPs, or it will remove that unutilized DNTPs from the sample after the process. Here are the application. Pyrosequencing. This technique is more usually used for single nucleotide polymorphism, or it can detect certain mutation or sequence variation also. Thank you.